All right, guys. Let me know if we're back. Let me know if we're here on this one. If we're lagging. If we're freezing. If we're getting kicked down again. What are we doing here? Let me know if it's. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. Let me know if we're here before I start going off on some sort of a tangent again. You good, bro? We good. All right, perfect. Yeah, you guys got me going on something, then I don't even realize I'm gone until I see people say, and he's probably talking to himself. Yeah, I probably was talking to myself because I know I was talking to myself. This time, we got Dark Bro, Pudgy, Patrick, Dark Bro, Pudgy, Old Rounder, Dark Bro, No Toast, Rozzy, Dark Bro, Old Rounder, Dark Bro, Auto Bro, Old Rounder, KC, Auto Bro, Rozzy, Lucky Stars, Dark Bro, all of you guys. Thank you very much for coming back to the stream after the wild freezing that we just got over with. No idea why they're trying to do that to me. Nonetheless, they are. It was lagging more than... Yeah, dude. It was terrible. And the weird thing is, though, that was completely YouTube's fault. That wasn't Streamlabs at all, or the internet at all. Streamlabs was completely fine. I didn't look like I was freezing at all in Streamlabs. And it was running the counter the same and never like stopped out or anything. Google to go something right out the gate. He didn't pay his internet bill. Shoot, man, who pays their internet bill? Nobody. Hey, Clay. Hey, what's going on, Jennifer? How you doing today? Yes, say that again for the people in the back. Cough, cough. What am I saying for the people in the back? What am I saying for the people in the back? It was close. I was about to leave this. Oh my gosh, dude. Don't ever leave the stream, Rozzy. Stay with me forever, Rozzy. Stay with me forever, please. Nonetheless, I do have to come back in here and make sure everything is good to go where I am. So, yes, 18 of you guys in here. Don't forget to click the like button, even though you probably already clicked it on the last stream. Click it again on this stream. 18 people, only 3 likes. You guys can definitely do better on that. I'm going to have to remind you guys to click the like button more often, since you seemingly forget every single time that it is available. That is not a good look. Make sure to continue to click the like button. But I was saying, did anybody play puts? Anybody play puts after we talked about that this afternoon? I did not play any puts. But the QQQ, dude, going from 49 cents all the way up to $3 on those 281 puts, looking amazing. You could have easily 6x your money on that if anybody did, or anybody made a decent gain on the QQQ there after getting this entry right here and dropping all afternoon long. 500% gain would have been possible in this area right here if you would have bought today's expiration 281 QQQ puts at 49 cents right here, which they were trading at 30 cents back here, but 49 cents right here. We called this entry breaking down through this level of support right here, and throughout the rest of the day moving nicely lower, $3+ per contract, looking good. I did not get in, by the way. I did not get in. So you're going to pay my bills then if I stay with you, Rozzy. Maybe, man. Maybe. I heard that the UK Prime Minister is the reason why crypto is rising. So far, this is a good day. Yeah, Sean, man, that's my thoughts too. The new Prime Minister over in the UK being very adoptive and welcoming to cryptocurrency is benefiting the entire cryptocurrency market at this point. People are very excited about it, and the potential new regulations that they're going to have in place for the whole crypto market is doing very well. UK is a very large, it's not a very large country in size, but it is a very largely developed country, and if they are on the forefront of crypto, I guess, embracing crypto, then we could see some even more gains come out as well. In the discard, Sam said, stock puts good. Did that mean he made some money? I hope so. Patrick! Welcome to the channel, Clay. Everyone say welcome, Clay. Just kidding. Keep calm and crypto on. Ooh, yes, baby. Crypto on. Patrick, thank you, man. Everybody say welcome, Patrick, to the channel. Patrick, welcome to you for joining that channel and becoming a bro, man. What up? Been a minute. Matthew, it has been literally a minute, dude. Matthew, were you in here like 10 minutes ago when the stream froze? Or are you saying it's literally been a minute since you've been in here? Good afternoon, Jennifer. King Mamba, good afternoon to you as well. Hopefully everybody says, what's up, Clay? Gene White, how you doing today? Overall market, guys, pulling back today, though, with some not necessarily heavy losses and everything, but from the gains that we were seeing earlier, $7.11, losing roughly 10% to bring AMC down here to 660. That's a pretty steep decline. The QQQ going from 284 all the way down to 277. That's a steep decline. GameStop losing 5% on the day after being up towards the open. Steep decline. Crypto at this point in the day is still doing well, but it is turning back over a little bit as we're speaking right now. It's over the last half hour or so, pulling back some. Ethereum is still looking pretty good at $1,558 per coin. Some nice runs going on there throughout the day for Ethereum. Bitcoin, same deal, basically touching that $21,000 level and really testing this resistance at that $21,000 mark. So we're going to have to see how Bitcoin plays out on the daily chart there, whether it's able to break up through 21,000 or not. Molinado, or this is Sundial. Sundial doing absolutely nothing after hours right now. Basically bouncing back and forth with these little dots. No real candles after hours. Extremely low volume. Zero shares. 4 shares being traded there. 45 shares, 30 shares. No after hours action going on in Sundial. And Molinado up 2% after hours, sitting around 55 cents per share. CEI looking okay, but let's watch. What do you guys want to watch? We want to watch Terra Luna Classic? You want to watch the QQ? Let's watch the QQQ play out for a minute here after hours to see if we've got any action going on. Looks like we may have had some earnings reports coming out, but nothing too big at the moment. Lucky Starts! Thank you very much for the super chat. Clay is finally tearing the DXY down. It's my goal, man. It's my goal, Lucky Starts. Got to get this DXY down from where it was. Let's see where the DXY is at. DXY sitting... My goodness, dude. Look at this monthly graph here. The dollar has done nothing but gain since, for the last year and a half. Since June of 2021. Massive gains in the dollar. And break this down on a daily chart. Okay. Might be curling back over pretty well here. The dollar, I would imagine the euro's back up above parity at this point. Pretty decently, I'd say. But nonetheless, the dollar, the DXY down to 109.69 today, and seemingly ready to retest this level of support right here. If it breaks down through 109, I'm not going to say that you can't see 108 or even 106 pretty soon after to test those levels of support there. But let's see where the euro's at, knowing that the DXY is falling. And for some reason, not on the graph. Euro USD, ladies and gentlemen, sitting at $1, right at $1. I don't know why it is. You would have expected that to be up above that a little bit more than it is. Okay, so I didn't realize it came all the way down to 95 cents. My goodness. Euro coming all the way down to 95 cents. We could probably buy all of Europe right now for absolutely nothing. Man, the euro is looking cheap. Anybody play Forex? I'm not in any Forex at the moment. Skystonify! Thank you for the mustache, Skystonify! Thank you very much for the mustache, Skystonify, dude. Thank you very much for the super sticker. Really appreciate that, man. Loving that. Man, I just saw my camera blink. Hopefully we're not good. You guys got to make sure you keep me updated as to whether or not this live stream is lagging or freezing or anything like that. Saw that bad boy blink, and I never know if it's good if it blinks, especially after we've frozen. Tectonic will rip this bear market in half. Rozzy, oh my gosh, dude. Imagine Tim, dude. Tim's going to be freaking soaring in value if Tectonic takes off, man. Tim is going to be just loving that. Let's watch Tectonic. Interesting. So I can't put Tectonic up on the Weeble chart, but this is the Eternity chain or Eternity chain, whatever it is there. Tectonic is here. Fifth, man, Tectonic's still doing very well today. 1554. It is up 10.26% at the moment. $14,100,000 market cap, and has done nothing but gain over like the last 8 or 9 days. Phenomenal strength that it's showing. Can it drop off? Yes, guys. It could absolutely drop off. It looks like nobody has been selling at all over the last week, which is always good to see. But if people do decide to go take profits, it may see a decent fall there. Genie P, thank you very much for the... Oh my gosh, that tickles my nose so bad, Genie P. Thank you very much for the little music bro, Lemonhead, and his sidekick, Limehead. Loving it, Genie B. Thank you. I am here, and I am playing the trumpet as we march down the road. Genie B, thank you, thank you, thank you. Doge to 10 cents by the end of the weekend. Oscar Perez. Do you think so? Look, if it breaks that 8-cent mark, yeah, I do think you see 10 cents. We look at Dogecoin a little bit earlier, and Dogecoin was sitting at like 6.5, 6.7. Wow. Doge is actually breaking out, guys. Doge is doing pretty well here. Look at this. We looked at it here. We said if Doge breaks this little line, it's going to be doing very well to break out of this daily chart pattern that it's been stuck at with resistance. Doge broke out of this. Doge is getting ready to break out of this wick area right in here. And if it does, shoot, 8.1 cents, this 8-cent mark, is really the last level of resistance until you could start seeing some pretty decent gains all the way up to 10 cents, 11 cents. And then after that, man, you know, you're starting to talk 20 cents. So I didn't realize it was still breaking up like it is. But yeah, Doge is doing very well today. Dogecoin is doing very well today, up 15% at the moment. One of the largest, looks like one of the largest gaining cryptos on the day. Major cryptos. One of the largest gaining major cryptos on the day. Let's put that disclaimer out there. Actually still doing better than Tectonic, and Tectonic is soaring 10% higher. So Dogecoin looking very good today. If you guys are in Dogecoin, I play with Forex for fun here in Alberta, Canada. You are not allowed unless you have a 5 million. What? You need $5 million to play Forex in Canada? What? It's a little excessive. Sean, interesting, man. That does seem a little excessive to me, especially because they could just let you play Forex, but not on leverage. I get it that it's extremely dangerous because a lot of those accounts are like 50x leveraged. So, you know, you can go in there and make a couple bucks and lose your whole account in a matter of minutes. But that's interesting. They don't let you play unless you got a minimum of 5 mil. I've never seen a graph like Tectonic before. Auto, bro. Yeah, the short-term graph on Tectonic is phenomenal right now. WTF happened? I just found the live stream again. Clear, bro. Shib developers run on YouTube? They might be, man. Tim, I don't know what happened either. Streamlabs was completely fine. That was 100% on YouTube because I was still sitting here talking to myself until I saw you guys in the chat saying, well, did he freeze? Did he freeze? You know, what's going on? And then I finally found out that, yes, I did not just freeze. The entire YouTube stream had just cut out. Get it, Doge. Jennifer making it on Doge right now. Tonic going to do well. It's a slow bull run. I've never seen one before, but I guess this is what it's supposed to look like. Genie B, and when the overall crypto market has an actual bull run as well, oh man, Tectonic could be doing very good at that point. And I hope if you guys make some short-term gains on it and the bear market lasts, that you can take those gains if you want to take them and get back in. But I also hope that if you guys are playing it for the long term, dude, I hope Tectonic sees like a $10 billion valuation during the next bull market, and you guys absolutely walk away with like a 5,000x on your position. That'll be amazing. Alberta government rules. Oh my god, dude. It doesn't make any sense to me. Sean, it doesn't make any sense to me. Because actually, if you're just playing foreign exchange, if you're playing Forex and you're playing it without leverage, it is extremely boring. Currencies don't move that much that foreign exchange is even very lucrative if you're not playing it on leverage. The reason people make so much and lose so much money playing Forex is because you typically, and depending on your country, right? I know like Australia and some other places allow you to have 100x leverage, but anything you're basically going to be seeing in the US is like 50 up to 50x leverage. Now, you can choose your own leverage if you would like, but the standard, or the maximum, I should say, that I have seen is 50x leverage. And that's heavy, dude. So when you're moving 1%, your account's moving 50%. And you can see some massive swings very, very quickly when you're playing with numbers like that. Otherwise, think about it, dude. You buy the euro, you buy the euro versus the dollar. Went from it moved 5%, and that is a massive move. Went from $1 to 95 cents, back up to $1. Those are some massive swings, and it's a 5% move. So you typically don't even see swings that are in excess of 5% like that. Killing 4 zeros. 10,000x gain. Could you imagine if it does kill 4 zeros? A 10,000x gain, guys. Just imagine if Tonics gets to half a cent during the next bull market. Yeah, Rozzy, I think half a cent was going to be a little bit too much, man. I was looking at the numbers in the previous stream, and 100th of a cent to me is a decent mark to look at. That's a $14 billion valuation. That's not absurd during a bull market. $14 billion valuation is not absurd. A tenth of a cent is going to take it to a $140 billion valuation. So you're talking like $500 billion valuations at half a cent. And I think $500 billion valuations, basically the price of Bitcoin right now, might be a little much for a coin like Tectonic in the next bull market. But it's not to say that that's impossible either, dude. It's not to say that's impossible either. There's so much that could happen that could make that absolutely impossible. Or absolutely possible, I should say. Dude, if they decide to give out more stimulus checks, just one example. You know, if we got inflation stimulus checks that are coming out, and they just decide to literally fight fire with fire. Instead of putting it out with water, they fight it with more fire. Yeah, dude, we're going to watch the dollar get destroyed, and cryptocurrency could go up phenomenally in value. So there is a lot that could happen there. I would just try to be a little bit more, I guess, grounded in not necessarily a half a cent during the next bull market. I think you would need at least a few more. You would need a few more bull markets to push something like Tectonic up that high. But yeah, dude, 14 billion. That's not crazy during a bull market. Jasmy coin, yay or nay? You know what, Crypto Piper? I've never looked into Jasmy. I would say, I'm going to say nay because I don't have it, but I've never really looked into it, dude. So I don't know enough. I don't have it. So I'm going to have to nay it because I don't know anything about it. Doesn't mean my nay means you can't buy it. It means my nay means nay. I don't have it. Any thoughts about LUNC? Is there coming any form of progression, or is it still in a risky spot? LT Gray, still in a risky spot. Possibly in an even more risky spot than it has been in the past. I'm going to talk a little bit about it in the video tonight, but 100. You guys are the burners are going to hate this. 150 million Terra Luna Classic have been minted today. That is a net mint. Instead of destroying, we have minted 150 million Terra Luna Classic today. So the supply is rising today. We still have the Fed rate hike coming in midterms. I'm not buying anymore yet. Took profits, and now I am waiting. Yeah, Dark Bro, not a bad strategy at all, man. There's a lot of uncertainty ahead. It could be great. You know, these results could be good. Fed rate hike coming in. They might be lowering interest. Well, they're not going to be lowering interest rates. They could be lowering the rate at which they increase interest rates. So that's definitely on the table. Another thing that they could be doing is I want to, like, not changing their guidance, but changing their tone on how inflation is being handled. And that could be a great sign. Of course, midterm elections, I don't know, okay, if the economy is going to come out a winner after midterm elections. I honestly think, and you guys may, regardless of who you're going to be voting for in the midterms, people are going to be fighting. No matter who wins and who comes out majority during these midterms, people will, one, not accept the results. Two, people will be fighting like crazy. So I don't know if the economy is going to benefit from the midterms at all. As a matter of fact, I think it's going to just bring up a bunch of hate and just nastiness from everybody across the board. Where we at? Tim says, I cut Shib to the bone. Dev suck. Cut LUNC to the bone after the comment about not being paid. I'm officially out of Ape, AMC, Adam Players. Now I'm 15 billion Tectonic. Yeah, Tim. So I saw that comment earlier. I don't know if I was responding to it after I was frozen or not. But absolutely, man. Absolutely. If it's your decision to be in those, out of those, and so on. I still have my Shiba Inu coin. I still have Terra Luna Classic. I don't like. And that's the thing. I'm allowed to say that I don't like the direction some of these people are taking things. Developers really looking out for themselves right now. I get it. Some people like it. Some people don't. Adam Aaron really looking out for himself and AMC. I get it. Some people like it. Some people don't. Shiba Inu coin is just being a little bit too much, dude, a little too quiet right now. They're being a little too quiet. And the weird thing is, I was actually scrolling through some stuff to see if I could do a video on Shiba Inu coin earlier. And, oh, man, I don't even know who it was. I think it was just some random account on Twitter talking about the fact that Shiba Inu coin developers and, Twitter personalities or whatever have been way too quiet over the last couple of weeks. And this is concerning. Dude, wouldn't you know that people, they just jumped all over these people that said it's concerning. No, man, the developers can do whatever they want. The developers don't have to talk and be active on social media accounts. They're busy developing. Dude, they got their game out there now, man. They might be making $30 million a year with this Shiba Inu coin mobile game. Who knows what's going on? Auto bro. Kind of midterm volatility, dark bro. Me too, man. I need a coin wreck. What? I need a coin wreck anticipating midterm uptick. What? Is wreck the right word? I need a coin wreck. He's anticipating a midterm uptick. Recommendation. God, I'm like, what is this wreck, man? Like, is he wanting to get wrecked? Like, what is happening here? No, dude. If you're anticipating midterm, a midterm uptick, I think play that uptick in any of these coins. Okay, you've got some obvious front runners that might not necessarily be top gainers, but I think things like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and so on are going to be a little bit more stable. Okay, so you could have you still take advantage of the upswing and so on if you're anticipating a midterm uptick. However, it's going to be important, the results of the midterm, right? If crypto embracing is anything that comes out of it, crypto could be doing very well. If not, crypto could be doing very poorly. But I assume that you're saying you're expecting the uptick to happen. And recommendations, dude, my thoughts would just be kind of play it a little bit safer right now, unless you honestly think that this is going to lead to the bull market. If you think it's going to lead to the bull market, I would play it a little riskier. I really would. And what do I mean by that? Don't go necessarily and put all of your money into something like Tectonic, but definitely some of these coins like Tectonic or Shiba Inu coin or that Vibrate that we saw earlier. Vibrate looks pretty good. Raven coin also beaten down incredibly right now. Some of these coins that still have decent gain potential where you're looking at 20, 30 X's to get back to the highs that they've seen. but at the same time, low market caps, so you can spread out between a couple of those and take advantage of it that way. Moto Lifer! Where is Pika? Pika's in the Discord. I don't know why Pika's not in the live stream right now. She might be in the live stream, but she might not be active. She might be working, pretty busy over there. Moto Lifer, don't be sad. Pika will come back. Baby, come back. Pika, if you're out there, say hello. People are waiting for you. We know the reason they come to the live stream now, and it's not for me. I couldn't fit it in a $2. Oh. Aldo, bro. Gotcha, man. Gotcha. No problem on that. So, yeah, that would be kind of my thoughts there. Stick with some more. Stick with the bigger coins. If you think you're going to get an uptick, you're going to get an uptick in those for sure. If you're believing for an uptick. If you think it's the beginning of the bull market, I'd probably play it a little riskier. I really would, man. I really would. And Tectonic is pretty risky at this point, dude. $14 million market cap. I kind of like that Vibrate that they were talking about, too. That Vibrate didn't look bad, being at 20 cents back in 2021. Thank you. I think a lot. Hope I don't blow up. Oh my gosh, don't blow up. She need to be always. That's very intelligent comments. Motor Lifer, yes, she does, man. Rozzy says, will we ever have a decent president who actually listens to the people? I think we need a young president for us to be successful in the crypto market. Yeah, Rozzy. I do agree with that. Okay, so will we ever have a decent president? Yes, we will have a decent president at some point in time. 2024, Claybro, Pika, of president and vice president. Write our names in the ballot. We will be running. Actually, no. Pika can't run. So I need a new running mate. Pika cannot run with me. She's not old enough to be president. So Pika cannot. I'm going to need somebody in here that can run with me in 2024. We'll make it happen. But nonetheless, okay, I do think that we're going to have a decent president at some point. Now, I agree with you, okay? I think that they should be younger as well. Dude, the things that we're looking at, when you start to hit 70, 80, 90 years old, you got to be on top of your game. Got to be on top of your game. It is like one of the most stressful positions in the world. And you guys can see what it does to these people. It absolutely kills them after their terms. And when you're already 80 years old, dude, it's just like... Look, my grandpa's 80, right? Smart dude. And even he will admit, and I'm sure anybody will admit that is at that age, they're not at the top of their game. They're not. They're just they might have experience, but that's what advisors are for. You know what I mean? Like, surround yourself with the experience, but you have to be at the top of your game if you are going to be president of the United States of America. So, well, one day we will, Rozzy. I don't know when that day will be. With 800 billion LUNC locked up, how is it possible for the total supply to get 10 billion? Dan, it's not. So that LUNC would have to be unstaked, right? And what does that look like? Let me put it like this in an example. So you're right. Thinking that 800 billion Terra Luna Classic locked up, we'll never get to 10 billion because it's locked up, right? So what happens if you're out there right now and you got 100 million Terra Luna Classic staked, and all of a sudden the price goes up to 1/10 of a cent, and you're like, well, dude, that's 100 grand that I would have. Going to a cent, that's a million, 1/10 of a cent, which is just like a 3-4x gain from where we're at. It's 100 grand. You might want to sell it. So you'll unstake it and you'll sell it. Maybe you're not tempted at that point. You got 100 million Terra Luna Classic and it goes to a penny. You've got $1 million. You will unstake it and sell it. There will always be that desire to unstake and sell, even if it doesn't happen until prices start to get very high. So people will be tempted to sell their Terra Luna Classic and unstake it at some point. And it is an absolute necessity to get the supply down to the 10 billion that you're talking about there. Otherwise, you are correct, man. Let's see. Clifford President, let's do it, man. Somebody's got to run with me, though. 70, 80, 90 years old. Stuck in your way. Yeah, dude, definitely stuck in your way. And I honestly, look, I don't think that is necessarily a huge downturn. I get it. Some people, change is good to a certain degree, but at the same time, like 180-degree changes aren't always necessary either. So stuck in your way is one thing, but literally unable to perform is a completely different thing. And I know if you're not at the top of your game and peak performance, ready to go, make decisions and be able to debate and form like actual thoughts, it's very difficult. Tim for Secretary of Defense. Let's go, Tim. Let's go. Pika. Yes, Pika. Why can't I not say Pika Power can be? Pika Power can be press secretary. My goodness, that is a tongue twister if I've ever seen one before. If Clay is president, will we be considered? Oh, God. Guys, if I'm running for president, you're not allowed to send any banana super stickers during any debates, okay? You cannot send them after the debates, yes. Okay, press conferences, I don't care at that point. Any debates? No, you got to hold off on the super stickers till after the debate is over with. First of all, they need to bring down the age to 30 instead of 35 to run for president. Yeah, 30 might not be terrible. 35's not that bad either. I feel like I do have more experience when I will reach 35 than I did when I was 30, but nonetheless, 30 to 35, yeah, I guess that could be up for a question. I would not, honestly, dude, I wouldn't want to have some 25-year-old president. I really wouldn't. If some people are like, oh, well, he's an adult, man, he's 18, he can run for president. How's he going to win? If he wins, he's winning based on merit. I don't know, dude. I wouldn't want to have some 18-year-old president. You know, I a 25-year-old president. I think that is, I really do. And I'm not saying like there's not some smart 25-year-olds out there, and obviously there are, but I don't know about that. Bro, hold on for a minute. I need answers to this question. You said they minted more LUNC. How did they do that? I thought they couldn't do that anymore. Oh yeah, Dark Bro, they minted 150 million Terra Luna Classic. So what they do now versus what they were doing a couple weeks ago, when the 1.2% burn tax was enabled, what they did at that point in time was they would send everything that went to the burn wallet. It was burned, but at the end of the week, which apparently is on a Wednesday for them, the end of the epoch, it is on a Wednesday, they mint everything that was burned. So those weeks when we burned like 10 billion Terra Luna Classic, what happened on Wednesday, they immediately minted and immediately burned 10 billion Terra Luna Classic, okay? And so you never saw any new minting. It was just an immediate mint, an immediate burn, and then it was all good. Now, since they've got that 10% skim, at the end of the week, anything that's sent to the burn wallet, which was apparently a little over 1.5 billion Terra Luna Classic, what they did today, they minted 1.5 billion Terra Luna Classic, and then they destroyed 1.35 billion Terra Luna Classic. They kept 10% of it and sent it to their wallet. And in that 10% was 150 plus million Terra Luna Classic. So now they are, everything that is burned, they mint it and only destroy or only permanently burn 90% of it. The other 10% is reminted. So with a little over 1.5 billion Terra Luna Classic burned during the last week, we're looking at minting a new 150 million today. It'd be like that movie Idiot. So I have not watched Idiocracy in a long time. I do remember watching that movie shortly after it came out, and I thought that movie was hilarious. But it is pretty crazy, dude. It is pretty crazy what we got going on. And in today's day and age, and Idiocracy. Nonetheless, that movie was hilarious, though. Let's see. Itchy Ma. Whoa. You can scratch your crack? Reality Rhino. They probably make some sort of a cream or powder for that. You should look into it. Bro, I'm going to try to say this as clean as I can, but I swear if these people wreck LUNC, I'm going to lose my stuff. Yeah, no, dude. And that's why. Look, I do believe that these guys should be paid. Everybody should be making money. But honestly, I think everybody should be making money based on performance. not necessarily just based on living. I don't think that you deserve to be paid unless you are performing. And what do I mean by that? For investors, right, you're taking an actual risk. You're buying into the coin and you're risking your equity. It goes up, you make money. It goes down, you lose money. The developers and so on. I think that they should be paid, yes, but only if they are making progress on the blockchain and to a certain degree, okay, so you guys could argue that they are, yes, but with a tax skim, it's different. They're making 10% right now on any burns, regardless of they do anything else the rest of their lives. They're going to be making 10%. So their goal now is not necessarily to improve the chain or improve the price. Their goal is to increase transactions and increase burns. So if they've got that focus, they don't necessarily care how high the price goes. They just care how many transactions can take place so that burn, and therefore that 10% skim, is a little higher. And that's my whole hang up with that. I don't think that it's necessarily fair. Bro, where do you see Luna in 5 years? Champagne Poppy, if it's successfully rebuilt, I have no problem saying Terra Luna Classic can have a valuation of what it once was, $60 billion up to $100 billion. That's making two assumptions. One, you've got a bull market and a rebuilt blockchain. The opposite direction happens if it does not get rebuilt and it really does get abandoned. I think it's either going to stay, kind of around where it is right now, or lose even more value. So it's very tough, okay? And I don't know if we're going to see it rebuilt completely. And I don't know if that bull market, I would assume the bull market does return in the next 5 years. I feel like that's a safe assumption to say that we're going to see a bull market in crypto within a 5-year period. So that part I'm comfortable with. The part that I'm not necessarily comfortable with is the actual rebuilding of the blockchain taking place. It's what happens when people don't know. Yeah, Dark Bro, everybody does want paid immediately. I get all that stuff. But the other part, too, is that, what are they doing at this point? Do we know what they're doing? There's so many questions, man. There's so many questions. The devs should know they would get paid, but the fact that the devs should know they would get paid, but the fact that they held back on releasing vital upgrades for the sake of being paid. Yeah, JB, that part kind of made me mad as well, too, dude. And especially if these upgrades would have taken place back here. It was like 20 days ago when those comments were coming out, which puts you in this time frame. But depending on when they were working on it, man, if they would have had those upgrades either here, after a little bit of a pullback, rising up to 60,000 points per coin, or even, it was right here, right? This is 20 days ago. It was right here. So if they would have released it at the same time people were hyped and excited about Binance burns, pushing us back up to 35,000 points per coin, if we would have been able to rally on news that the Cosmos was being opened back up, inter blockchain communication was being opened back up, it's going to increase utility and all of this. Like, if people would have had knowledge of that and been able to buy based on that news, we might have absolutely had another rally that retested 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 points per coin again. But we'll never know, man. We'll never know. And the sad thing is, yeah, dude, if these developers took an equity position in their stake, in their abilities, and said, dude, I bought Terra Luna Classic down here at 5,000 points per coin because I believe that I can change this and I can turn this around and I can make something out of it, that's where the pay comes from, is the equity that you build up and the value that you bring to the team, not necessarily just skimming off transactions. Like I say, man, you buy a house. If you buy a house to flip it, nobody's going to pay you to flip that house. You either make the money, like you're either a contractor or you're the guy making the money on the flip. You don't get to have your cake and eat it too, right? Oh, let's see. Bounty Coin, baby. Tim, Bounty Coin would actually have one of the best utilities in the crypto space. I honestly think that it would. It would have one of the best, and it's probably illegal, right? We get it's probably illegal, but I'm telling you right now, dude, it would have one of the best utilities in the crypto space, and undeniable at that point. So another real question becomes, what else are they withholding on the basis of waiting for a pay? Well, hopefully nothing now, dude, because they just sent, so I don't know whose Twitter account that was. So they've got a lot of money, dude. They better not be waiting out on anything right now. They've received $10,000 from Nebulio. They've received $20,000 from Quarta or something like that. Quarta? I forget exactly what it is. They've received countless thousands of dollars from other people supporting them. And today they just sent over like $40,000 to their developer wallet because of the burn tax. They sent over 150 million Terra Luna Classic, which is roughly like $38,000 or so. And that's going to happen on a weekly basis. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's the lowest burn that we have seen in the last several months. And it's a $40,000 weekly payment. Imagine what happens when burns go back up, or when volume goes back up, and that number turns into $100,000 a week, $200,000 a week. You know, if Binance burns another $1 million, that's $100,000 that gets reminted and goes to the community wallet there. No, ignore super chat. Thank you. Did I ignore super chat? Aldo, bro, man, very sorry. I did not see that. Sincerely, dude, I'm very sorry. I did not see that super chat come over. Aldo, bro, says, how long does it take to start a coin from scratch? So let's first explain the difference between a coin and a token. Terra Luna Classic is a coin because it's got its own blockchain. A token like Shiba Inu coin that lives on the Ethereum blockchain. Those are the two different types of essentially, cryptocurrencies that you can have there. One's a token, one's a coin. If you're trying to create an actual coin with a blockchain and everything, I do not know everything that goes into that, okay? But I do know that you actually have to code the blockchain, all of the smart contracts, and everything that goes along with it. I have seen estimates out there on how much that would cost, and people say it would cost essentially like a couple $100,000, and they're probably paying these guys that want way too much money to do it anyway. But they say it would cost quite a bit of money to have an actual blockchain developed. Some of these nerds, dude, they literally speak Java and C++ and Python. They just live and breathe coding the same way that I live and breathe finance and crypto and stocks. And it's their passion. Dude, they could probably get it coded in a week. You know what I mean? Like, they could plug in, or whatever they call it, wire in, and they would be able to do something phenomenal in a week if they wanted. So it all depends on who it is, who you're paying, and all of that stuff. But a token, if you wanted to create a new Shiba Inu coin, you could probably get that done before 5 o'clock. You just go to the website, you deposit like an Ethereum or half an Ethereum, or whatever package you want. Tell them that you want a billion coins. Tell them that you want your coin to be called Outdo Bro Coin. Tell them that you want, automatic burns or this and that, and minting and reminting, and whatever your options are. You pick your options, and then basically just pay them, dude. And then they spit it out. You're able to send it to your wallet. They send you 1 million. If you want 1 billion, they send you 1 billion coins to your wallet. And you've got that coin now to do whatever you want with. And the only problem that you have to find, and the only problem you have to solve, is how to market that coin. How do I get people to want this cryptocurrency, this token? So it all depends on what kind of, if you're doing a coin or if you're doing a token there. Coin's going to take a while, depending on your skill set. A token, you could do that before 5 o'clock if you wanted. Especially they're already starting to withhold things. Not a good start from the trust. Yeah, it's definitely not a good start on the trust, guys. Very started on that. Let's see. Richard. I guess the counterpoint to be, how fast can you flip a house if you are working a separate full-time job? I will tell you, 1 year, depending on the extent of it. So I would say maximum 1 year to flip a rather large house, working basically by yourself, and only nights and weekends, few hours nights and weekends by yourself, and literally no team of people. Like, they apparently have a team of people working with them. You'd be able to do it in 1 year time, and I'm talking completely destroyed. Taking all of the subfloors out, you are only left with studs. You're only left with studs. You need work on wiring. You need work on plumbing. You need work on HVAC. You need work on drywall. You need work on rebuilding. You need work on cleaning. You need work on a lot of stuff. And that would take you a year doing it by yourself, working nights and weekends. And you would be able to generate a very large amount of equity to do that. If the house is actually decent, 2 months, dude. I'd give you 2 months. Working a separate job and being able to do that and create a general amount of equity if the house is in good shape. If you got a group of people, let's say 3 guys, maybe your dad, maybe your brother, working a house like that, completely destroyed, would probably take 3 months, 4 months maybe. Completely destroyed, down to the studs, literally nothing left in it except for the studs. 3 months. And those are not estimates. Those are answers. Dark bro, I cut my LUNC, my initial investment. Devs is screwed. Yeah, it is a little weird, man. Could you imagine the 1.2% burn on that $24 million worth of LUNC when it was moved on chain to be staked on Terra Station, and then the 1.2% burn tax when they cash out? That would have been beautiful, Dan. It would have been beautiful. Actually, you know what? I didn't even think about that. What does that $24 million. $24 million. Burn tax. $480,000 burn tax. Dude, that right there, that's gonna send over 48 grand to the community pool. It's going to send over 48 grand to the community. The developers are going to get a very nice paycheck, man. $48,000 there. You need to register. You need to research. If you need to register your token with the SEC, in most cases, you do. Oh, old rounder. Following cryptocurrency regulation. All right. Old rounder. Interesting. Normally, you buy when online and not at design stage. Something, I know I missed something on that. Thing is, how do you know it's legit? How does one check? I'm missing so much. I can make a new coin. Give me a pen and paper. I'll draw it quickly. Someone I know is releasing a coin token next year. So JB, a couple things you want to look for if you know somebody that's releasing a coin. If you actually know them, dude, ask them if they're trying to scam you, okay? If they lie to your face and they're your personal friend, that's going to be pretty messed up. But a couple things you can look for is renouncing of the contract is probably one of the most important things. So the last thing that you would want to get involved with is, like, I create a coin, okay? And I own 100% of the contract on that token, let's say, because a coin's very difficult to do. I own a token. I own 100% of the contract. At any point in time, right now there might be no taxes, there might be a 1% burn tax, there might be, something like that out there. At any point in time, I would be able to go in and I would be able to say, you know what? There's 100 million, this coin has got $100 million market cap right now. I am going to put on a 100% tax. That any coin that gets traded goes directly to my wallet, and I am able to skim all of it. Essentially rug pulling all of the liquidity that is out there, and you don't want to see that happen. Now, if you trust the developers and they've got access to the contracts, very similar to what the Terra Luna Classic developers have right now, in that case, we could say, okay, there's this multi-signature wallet. You're going to keep me from doing something ridiculous like that. I'm going to keep you from doing something ridiculous like that. Hey, if we all agree to do something ridiculous, we can still screw everybody. But this multi-signature wallet process is slightly different to say that, okay, if we do find it necessary to increase taxes at some point, decrease taxes at some point, that's something to consider as well. If it is for the betterment of the community for your token. But nonetheless, renouncing the contract, similar to what Shiba Inu coin did, where they can't change any taxes, they can't change any fees, they can't change anything with Shiba Inu coin, at least gives you peace of mind that you're essentially not going to get rugged by the developers at that point. Oh man, I'm gonna come back down to the chat here. We got Outdoor Bro. Can the smart contract be customized for perks? Yes, Outdoor Bro. So you can, and look, this is where I wish I did know a little bit more about developing. But yes, so for perks, if you're looking at creating a token and you've got your 1% tax or whatever on your token, out of that 1% tax, you've got half of it that goes to a burn, a tenth of it that goes to your pocket, a tenth of it that goes into some marketing channel so you can pay guys on YouTube to talk about your coin and get more and more people interested in buying your coin, and the remainder of it goes to I don't know, some trust fund or whatever you want to do, to buy real estate, to invest in the infrastructure of your coin and future of your coin, however you want to set that up. Yes, you can have it set up to set all these perks up. If you want distributions, right, like Lunatic's token does. Lunatic's token pays you LUNC, pays you in Terra Luna Classic for like every transaction, part of the volume and stuff. So you can pay dividends as well with those smart contracts that you can set up. And all of this stuff, the more advanced that you get, like setting all these perks up, they do want you to pay a little bit more for them to kind of go in there and set all that stuff up. But it's basically a template, dude. It's basically you go in there and maybe they want 1 Ethereum to set that coin up for you, and you just go through and check the boxes with where you want the money to go, the transactions to go, and then after that, it's all automated. The thing that you want to make sure, though, is that if you are going to create a coin like that, you want to pay them a little bit more so you have access to the contract, and they're not the ones that just have sole access to the contract, man. You want to make sure that you kind of cut them out after they create it, and you're the guy that's in control of your own coin at that point, and not them. Oh my gosh, it is. Chris, thank you for the super chat. Chris says, been missing the lives. Work peeps. Dumb. Nah, me missing much. Nah, you're not. Sim, no, but Matt and TMI posting about bounces and other. So there was a nice bounce earlier today, Chris. This is true. If they were posting about the bounce earlier today, I don't know if they were talking about. So if they were talking about Ape, for example, Ape was up nice this morning, but it finished 17% lower today. That's a pretty tough loss. AMC was bouncing nicely this morning, above $7, but it ended at $6.60, down 6% on the day. GameStop down about 6% on the day. Those bounces did get destroyed throughout the day today, and that was pretty hard to watch there. So especially if they posted their videos earlier on in the day, they did see some losses after that. Crypto, on the other hand, is bouncing nicely. Okay, crypto's bouncing pretty nice over the last 2 days here. You do have a nice bounce in the cryptocurrency space with basically all crypto across the board up. Kit Kat, I don't know who Kit Kat is, but I love it. Kit Kat, thank you very much for the unicorn. Kit Kat coming in hot with that unicorn right there. I like it. Thank you very much, Kit Kat, for the super sticker. Really appreciate the unicorn. One of my favorite ones, absolutely. And guys, I don't know how it's 5:05 already. This live stream has gone extremely fast. I do need to get these videos done and get these videos out there. So let's get the names in the chat. Nick F comes in, says afternoon when it's time to go. Good afternoon to you, Nick F. We're going to do the shout-outs, guys. We'll be back tonight with videos at 7 p.m., videos at 8 p.m. Appreciate all you guys for keeping the conversation awesome today, keeping it flowing, keeping it going, and having a great time there. Get your names in the chat, guys. We'll do the shout-outs, and then we'll be back with the videos tonight. Nick F, man, shout out to you, Genie B, JB, JBD, JB, Kit Kat, Genie B, JB. We got Richard Ducar, man. See you later. Scott Stonify, JB, Tim, JB, Dark Bro, Matt, Outdo Bro. Boom with the stars. Outdo Bro, man, thank you very much for that super chat. Awesome questions today. Outdo Bro is going to be making a coin, guys. Make sure if Outdo Bro gets a coin out there, you do support him. Tim says, meow, meow, meow. Thank you very much, Tim. Pudgy, it is time to go, Pudgy. Oh, Pudgy. It's time to go, Pudgy. It's after 5 o'clock, man. Tim, dude, thank you. Auto, bro. Pudgy, man. Matthew, Dropcode, King Mamba, Content Creator, Back to the Future 99, Tim Hogan, JB, Genie B, we got Melly Yellow, JB, Kit Kat. All of you guys know what time it is. So if you want to say it with me, say it with me. Back to the Future. Until the next time, hope to each and every one of you have an awesome day.